Like everyone else, I'm watching the stimulus news. Like, fuck, I hope something happens. But guess what? Donald Trump is a fucking bitch. Donald Trump is a bitch. He over here talking about, I want 2,000 checks for Americans. Mitch McConnell like, bitch, you ain't doing nothing. I knew he was all talk. I knew he was all talk. And there's people on the left that are always like, actually, Trump not that bad. He's lesser evil. You guys gotta understand where I always came from. My position never was Trump is better than Democrats. My position was the Democrats are like Trump. People get it twisted. People get that twisted all the time. Donald Trump is a piece of shit. I'm gonna cover the Israel Gaza story, but that's happening under Donald Trump. Donald Trump vetoed the genocide in Yemen. He's a bitch of the war machine. He's a bitch of Saudi Arabia. People, and then liberals like, oh, you don't go hard on Trump enough. You don't like Trump. I mean, you don't attack Trump like you do Democrats. I got no reason to go after Republicans like I do Democrats because Democrats is our main opposition. I can't even challenge Republicans. I was looking forward to fighting Donald Trump and MAGA under the banner of Bernie Sanders, the true opposition to the right-wing neo-fascism. I was looking forward to that. I had attack lines after attack line ready. But I'm not holding water for your neoliberal fucks at the end of the day. Because this is what I hate. I hate when people will say, oh, so you prefer fascism to neoliberalism. I didn't say that. You know what you're doing when you say that? You are whitewashing the crimes of neoliberalism by blindly comparing it to fascism. They are different things, but they are two completely different evils. So how can you whitewash neoliberalism by just comparing it to fascism when neoliberalism is responsible for the destruction of the black community? Neoliberalism is responsible for the destruction of the Middle East. Neoliberalism is responsible for the U.S. support for multiple coups in South America. We live in a failed state where our people are going hungry. We got bread lines in our country. That's neoliberalism. And you want to whitewash it by comparing it to fascism? What kind of fascists lose by election? Am I wrong? What fascists lose by election? Liberals be like, oh, we got to fight fascism. Here's my vote. The fuck? So you guys not even talking about the right thing. And then, if you want to say that Trump is the fascist, then the point where I will agree is his use of a government force, of the police, DHS, to crack down on opposition. You have police that is executing protesters and Antifa on the left. The guy who was accused of killing the right-wing protester. The cops came up and killed him. The cops killed him. Didn't even try to arrest him. They didn't even try to arrest the dude. And then you guys talking about, we gotta fund the police. I'm gonna tweet about that too. And cover about defund the police, because this is why we should defund the police. That's neo-fascism. And that's what you guys accuse Trump of doing. You guys accuse Trump of being a fascist, but you guys want to give more money to this fascist system of policing. Look how our police state treated Kyle Rittenhouse. Now compare that to how they treated this Antifa guy that the government straight up assassinated. And you guys want to whitewash neoliberalism by blindly comparing it to fascism? Yeah, and I'm about to cover that story too. They won't even call the Nashville dude a terrorist because, once again, our media apparatus in our corporate fascist state is designed to apologize for the police. But look, the police gave no warning in Antifa activist shooting. So you guys got to understand what this is. This is the police retaliating against someone who killed their buddy, their far-right buddy. Meanwhile, Kyle Rittenhouse killed left-wing protesters, and they thank him. They bring them softly. They write like puff pieces on him. And there's a famous meme of where the media will call anyone who's white. They will say he's got mental illness. He suffered from economic anxiety. Meanwhile, if you're dark skinned, you're a terrorist. You're a thug. Liberals call me that too, actually. Same. But U.S. Marshals Task Force did not identify themselves before killing Antifa activist Michael Reno. I don't want to disrespect the man. So they didn't introduce themselves. They gave no warning, and they also said they didn't even try to arrest him. You guys see the story? All cops are bastards.